Low lights hum across the speakers, shadows stretch along the wall. People slip inside in whispers, like the night is starting small. Heat is gathering in corners, spaces breathing in the floor. I take a step into the darkness at the pulse asks for more. The beat begins its quiet pull. A slow inhale, a rising pull. I'm fading in. I'm fading in. Let the low end draw me in. I'm fading in. I'm fading in. Feel the night beneath my skin. I'm fading in. I see bodies taking shape, silhouettes in shifting air. No one talking, only moving, caught inside the first snare. Every kick a small confession, every chord a subtle spark, and I surrender to the rhythm as the room slips into dark. Where the rhythm takes control. Below the surface, no light, just sound. The current never stops. Below the surface, we feel the low end drop. Subterranean. Subterranean. The pressure builds. The rhythm takes control. We came here to trade the light for the gloom, for walls and a low ceiling in this room. We sold the silence at the concrete door. Now we pay the beat to ask for more. This is where the surface cracks and yields under the weight of the pressure we feel. Follow the current, dark and deep and slow, where the gravity of the low end takes hold. The air is thick. builds and grows, subterranean. The pulse is strong, subterranean, where we belong. The current never stops. We feel the low and drop. We came here to trade the light for the gloom, for walls and a low ceiling. And in this room, we sold the silence at the concrete door. Now we pay the beat to ask for more. Heavy low and a pulse in the wall, an echo answers every rise and fall. This is where the surface cracks and heals under the weight of the pressure we feel. Follow the current, dark and deep and slow, where the gravity of the low end takes hold. Low end takes hold. The air is thick, the rhythm is the only name we know, we know. We feel it rise up from the dirt below. Subterranean, the only way is down, 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 down. Subterranean, we don't remember faces, just the way. This is the only moment that we say. The world outside, it fades and simply dies, reflected only in our open eye. We go low, where the pressure builds and grows. Subterranean, the pulse is strong. Subterranean, where we belong. The current never stops. We feel the low and drop. You touch my arm so lightly, I almost think I dreamed it all, but the echo lingers quietly, like a ripple on a wall. Your eyes say more than spoken words, but less than what I crave. I feel the distance in your closeness, a future we can't say. Everything between us feels so delicate, so dance through half-formed promises and nights that never last. You say you're here, you say you're trying, but your presence feels like glass. One wrong step and we are shattered, scattered pieces in the dark. Still I bend myself toward you, still I offer you my spark. Maybe I should walk away, but something in your touch keeps pulling me toward danger. Like I never feel too much. You're near enough to feel the heat, but far enough to stay discreet. Your eyes meet mine then turn away, like you're afraid of what you'd say. We dance in parallel desire, a little spark, a little fire, close enough to tempt the fall, but not enough to risk it all. We drift like tides, afraid to collide. Close enough to feel it, close enough to break, close enough to want you more than I should take, close enough to promise, but never to commit, close enough to lose you before we ever begin. Your voice is warm, uncertain, like a truth behind a curtain. You say you want something real, but real is something hard to feel. Still I keep leaning toward your orbit, even knowing you'll distort it, because sometimes the almost love is the kind we can't let go of. Maybe in another life we cross the space between, but in this one we keep dancing in the places we can't be seen. Lights crash down like falling stars. The dance floor feels like beating hearts. I spin into your orbit fast, like every moment might be our last. Your hands grab mine, we disappear inside a world that's built right here. Nothing matters, nothing stays. We're just the rhythm we obey. Pull me closer, pull me through. Let the night decide for you. We get lost together, lost until it's over. Hold me like forever, even though we know better, better, better. We get lost together, burning bright like summer. Hold me through the pressure until we fall apart again. Your warmth still lingers on my skin, like a summer that won't end. But you're already miles away, a shadow fading into gray. I trace the places you once touched, trying not to think too much, but memories hold tight and warm, even when the body's gone. You're close enough to haunt me, too far to pull you back. Distant heat, I feel you fade into the corners where you stayed. Distant heat, a burning trace of a love I can't replace. Distant heat, a phantom flame, saying everything we never said. Distant heat, you're slipping slow. I try to shake the memories off, but they cling like winter frost. Your voice still curls around my edges, like a song I can't unhear. And every time I try to leave, I find you still right here. Nothing ends quickly. Some fires dim slow burn in the corners of my nerve. Slow burn, a lesson I still never learned. Slow burn, every time you turn, you spark another ember that refuses not to burn. We were never built to last, but some things linger from the past. Your touch still flickers in my bones, like a light I can't postpone. And even though you've walked away, the heat refuses to obey. It stays like something half forgotten, fading slow but never rotten. Some loves don't die, they dim like stars, still burning somewhere just too faint, too far. Slow burn, the corners of my nerves. Slow burn, a lesson I still never learned. Morning dust across the floor, your outline's golden, it's there no more. But in the hush you left behind, I find a peace I couldn't find. Last night feels like a distant planet, spinning slow inside my chest. A place where we were bright and fleeting, a moment made and then undressed. Silence wraps around me like a calm I didn't know. In the afterglow I see pieces of what's left in me. In the afterglow I find traces of another time. In the afterglow I breathe all the things you gave to me. And though the night has let you go, you stay here in the afterglow. Some connections drift like smoke, some remain a quiet hope. You were both bright then fading, but still warm in the waiting. I hold the memory, not the ache, the softness, not the sharp mistake. And as the sunrise paints the room, I let the light erase the clue. Not every ending has to be sad. Some leave a glow in the space we once had. There's a velvet kind of quiet filling up the space you left. Soft electricity between us, like a charge inside my chest. I hear echoes of your laughter in the corners of this room. Everything you touched has lingered like perfume caught. Like static on the velvet static pulling me into what we used to be. Velvet static, soft and slow, like your whispers long ago. Velvet static haunting me, gentle as a memory. Velvet static in my bones, never letting go. There's a tremble in the silence where your heartbeat used to sing. I still feel your rhythm moving like a shadow I can't blink. I keep reaching through the distance, hoping I'll catch something real. But all I touch is velvet static and the ghost of how we feel. Maybe some connections never fade to black. They hum forever, waiting to come back. both of us near. Your hands don't need to touch for me to feel the spark. I sense you like a wavelength, moving gently in the dark. Your breath meets mine like a secret sign. There's a pulse between us, slow and deep, a rhythm holding what we keep. There's a pulse between us, warm and true, a steady heartbeat pulling me to you. There's a pulse between us I can't refuse. You look at me like everything you never meant to say is dancing in the shadows, trying to slip away. Still we move in quiet circles, tracing meaning in the air. Every step becomes a confession, every glance a whispered dare. If we follow this rhythm, where will it lead? Into surrender, or something we need? Colors crash like waves around us, losing purples in the air. Your silhouette is glowing softly, like you're barely even there. But the way you move is lightning, striking straight across my chest. A moment bright and overwhelming, too much beauty to digest. The music floods the room. We're drowning in blue. Crashing colors over me, painting what will never be. Crashing colors, bright and wild, fading fast but sweet and mild. Crashing colors, breaking through every shade. It reminds me of you. slips from me like night. Still I chase the streaks of color that your presence seems to paint. Every movement like a memory, too vivid to erase. Maybe we're just fragments falling through the dark. Two streaks of wild color that briefly made us spark. There's a stillness in the room, hanging heavy as the moon. I hear your voice inside my memory, like a half-forgotten tune. The night wraps us like a blanket, though you're nowhere near my side. I feel you in the quiet moments, like a presence undefined. You drift through my thoughts, like a melody untaught. This is a nocturne for two, me and the ghost of you, soft like a whispered truth, fading but still so true. This is a nocturne for two, playing in shades of blue. Even though we're through, I still dance with the memory of you. The window glows with city colors, but none of them feel warm. I keep hearing phantom footsteps, like you're walking through the door. Wishful thinking in the twilight of a night I can't escape. So I press my heart against the silence, just to feel your shape. Not every love ends loudly, some just fade like dawn, quietly slipping until they're gone. There's a stillness in the room, hanging heavy as the moon. I hear your voice inside my memory, like a half-forgotten tune. The night wraps us like a blanket, though you're nowhere near my side. I feel you in the quiet moments, like a presence undefined. You drift through my thoughts like a melody untaught. This is a nocturne for two, me and the ghost but none of them feel warm. I keep hearing phantom footsteps, like you're walking through the door. Wishful thinking in the twilight of a night I can't escape. So I press my heart against the silence, just to feel your shape. Not every love ends loudly, some just fade like dawn, quietly slipping until they're gone. This is a nocturne for two, me and the ghost of you. Soft like a whisper, true, fading but still so true. This is a nocturne for two, playing shades of blue. Even though we're through, I still dance with the memory of you. The golden hour drips across the skyline, soft and slow and bittersweet. I see your shadow in the colors, lingering when night and daylight meet. You are always like the sunset, beautiful and hard to hold. Here and brilliant for a moment, gone before I knew the foe. Still your warmth stays glowing, soft as evening light. Golden hour, ghosts remain, dancing in the after rain. Golden hour on my skin, where your touch has always been. Golden hour, ghosts of us, wandering through fading dust. Golden hour, soft and slow, letting all our echoes go. I walk the streets we used to wander, through the glow of dying day. Every corner feels familiar, every shadow feels your weight. But the world keeps moving forward, and I'm learning to let go. Still I carry golden phantoms in the places we both know. of forgotten voices drift like smoke through open doors. I feel the pulse beneath my ribcage sync with something ancient raw. The world outside grows soft and distant, like a dream I shed for now. I cross the threshold, lose the daylight, let the moment show me how. Just a whisper at first, then a wave crashing slow. I surrender myself to the undertow. I'm fading in, I'm fading in. Let the night breathe out, let the dark cool in. I'm fading in, I'm fading in to the rhythm moving underneath my skin.